Hello everybody, my name is Kim Wilson. How you guys doing today? I'm just up here. I just want to show you guys what I do with leftovers marinara sauce after my husband and I have had spaghetti. So I don't like wasting food. No, I don't. So I'm just gonna let you all into my world to see what I do, okay? So, my meat is already done. I just finished boiling my noodles, my lasagna noodles. And so I have my dish right here. And so what I do to keep it from sticking, I spray just a little non-stick spray on it. Just a little bit. Okay? It's gonna be so good. All right? So I have my noodles. Now me, presentation is the key. Even though I know we're gonna be eating this and I'm not giving it to anybody else, I still like for my food to look really good, So I have my noodles, I'm lining them up, and then I cut out the excess noodles. So right now I'm just making me a row of noodles. All right, so once I do this, you'll see the next step. All right. So I have a small dish. I believe this is a 8 by, I think this dish may be 18, maybe a 9 by 13, but I'm not sure. No, it's not a 9 by 13. It's an 8-inch glass dish. This is what I'm using. All right, so now that I have my roll, I'm just gonna go back and double it. The pieces that I cut off, so I'm putting this up here just to make it a little bit thicker. Noodles. All right, so I'm going to do this one. So once I do that, I have it all nice and pretty that I need to do. I'm just gonna add some cottage cheese to it, okay? So I use my lasagna, I use, not lasagna, my noodles, which is Mueller's, I guess that's how you pronounce it. So now I'm gonna put some cottage cheese up here, as you can see. You can either use cottage cheese or ricotta cheese. Cottage cheese or ricotta cheese. But I like to use the curved cottage cheese on my lasagna. You heard that right. My lasagna, yes. All right, this is gonna be so good. Yes, it is. And this is something simple that you can do if you have like some marinara meat sauce left over from your spaghetti instead of throwing it away. Or you can freeze it. I just don't like wasting food. I try to use everything that I have. And I know this dish is a dish that my husband enjoyed. So do I. All right, so I have my layer of cottage cheese. You can see that. So now I'm getting ready to layer it with a layer of meat sauce, okay? So I'm just gonna spread that out real good. Yes, I am. It's gonna be so good. And you don't need to put a whole lot up here. Just spread it out. Since I don't have a lot, this roll is gonna be thin, but as long as I get it all over, that is going to be good. And then I can put my cheese up here. All right. All right, so there we go. Check that out. Isn't that looking good already? Now what I'm gonna do to hold it all together, I'm going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese up there. It's the Food Line brand. The Food Line brand is good. So if you like my husband, he likes everything to have a name brand to it, but it's okay. I'm just gonna sprinkle it up here, make this roll real good. And this helps keep it together, okay? Now you can put black pepper up here if you want, So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit up here, but my meat is already seasoned. Yes, it is, just a little bit. Now I'm just having so much fun cooking with you guys today. This is what I do with leftover marinara meat sauce after we've had our spaghetti. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to add some, I put my pepper up here just a little too fast because I forgot to add my cheeses. So what I'm getting ready to do is add my cheese, okay? So we have some cheese in the refrigerator. So I'm just gonna add this. And I've already turned my oven on to preheat for 350 because it's not going to take long for this cheese to melt because the food is already cooked. I just need the cheese to melt and to bring and bind everything together. So I normally do one layer of this is sharp cheddar cheese, or you can do mild, and sometimes I even do the mixed blend. All right, because I like to have that different color look. And sometimes you can just use all mozzarella. That's entirely up to you. But I feel like the more cheese I have, the better it's gonna be. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so now I'm getting ready to add just some mozzarella cheese. Now, if you cannot do a whole lot of cheese, now you can limit the amount of cheese that you put on your lasagna, but this is my lasagna, so I'm gonna put my cheese up here, okay? So now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and redo the exact same thing that I just did previously. I'm just gonna add another row of noodles. Yes, I am. And like I said, presentation is the key, so I'm gonna cut the excess with some shears that are used in the kitchen. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. So the other piece that I just cut off, I'm just go ahead and layer it up here, and then I'm just gonna layer another one. Oh, so good. This is gonna be so good. Yes, it is. I want to try to make a vegetable lasagna, but right now this is my specialty right now. This is one of my husband's favorite meals. Again, I'm adding some extra noodles to give it a little bit more what we want to say, substance. Adding some more substance to it, okay? So that right there. Now again, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So now I'm getting ready to add my layer of cottage cheese. And you can make this lasagna as high as you want it, but I normally just do 2 layers. I feel like that's good enough. But if you want to do 3 layers, that's entirely up to you. Just make sure you have enough of your ingredients that you need to make it really, really good. Now, one day I will take you on a shopping trip with me so you can actually see all my ingredients that I pick up for this lasagna. And then we're gonna start from A and go all the way to the end so that when you wanna make this lasagna, that you can do it, you have everything that you need and you can move forward. And if you wanna add some extra ingredients to it, you can make it your own, spruce it up. That's entirely up to you, okay? So as you see, I have my layer of cottage cheese. Now I'm getting ready to add my layer of meat sauce, okay? And hopefully I got enough to cover it, because my husband wanted just a smidgen for his spaghetti. And it doesn't look like I have enough, but we're gonna make this work. Yeah, sometimes you gotta learn how to emphasize on stuff. We're gonna make it stretch, okay? All right, so let's see what we do, all right? You don't have to go all the way over, because you know what? The cheese is gonna get that right there. But I believe it's gonna work. I believe it's gonna work. We're gonna see, we're gonna see, we're gonna see. All right, I think that's good enough. I think I had enough to do what I need to do. And this is what I do with leftover marinara meat sauce from spaghetti. I just make another meal. And this dish is gonna be absolutely delicious. Yes, it is. All right, so I think I had enough meat just to cover it. So I'm done with that part right there. We're gonna stick that in the sink right there. I'm gonna turn that water on just to run some water in there. All right. Yes. You guys follow me on Facebook. My name is Kim Robinson Wilson. Follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on IG. You can follow me on Snapchat. And if there's anything else out there that I'm on, please follow me, all right? I'm trying to get my channel going. All right, so again, let's get back to why I'm up here, and that is to show you what I do with leftover marinara meat sauce after we've had spaghetti. Instead of throwing it away, I just make another dish out of it. So here I go again. I am putting my Parmesan cheese. This is grated Parmesan cheese. Giving that a good healthy dose right there. Yes, yes, yes. It's gonna be so, so good. Yes, it is. All right, so I got that there. I've already put on my cottage cheese. Now I'm getting ready to add me another layer of cheese. Yes. So, so good. This is so simple, guys. Anyone can do this. If you just follow my instructions, you can actually do this. Now, I didn't show you what I did from the beginning, so remember, this is what I do with my leftover marinara sauce. We make lasagna. Yes, we do. We make lasagna. All right, let me cut this off right here because I believe that's enough water in that pot until I finish. And then once I put this in the oven, I can clean the kitchen up. Yes, because there's one thing he does not like is a messy kitchen. Yes, I wish I could do it all at the same time, but sometimes I be so focused on this meal, the dishes have to come afterwards. Now, again, this is the disclaimer. You can put up here as much cheese as you would like. Much cheese as you would like. Now, this right here should last, I would say, at least 2 days. It just depends. It just depends how hungry we are and whether or not we share with the family. My daughter said she was coming over to get her a plate or two. You know, a plate or two. And again, I'm putting up the mozzarella cheese. Again, you can put whatever kind of cheese that suits your fancy. It really does not matter. Now, if you want something spicy, you can add the Kobe Jack cheese. Anything like that, you can do that, okay? All right. So, I feel like that is enough cheese right there. That is enough cheese. And this is so, so cute. So beautiful. So it looks like it's gonna be so, so good. Now to add to it, because I told you presentation is the key, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little black pepper up here on this cheese. So when it cooks, that black pepper is showing. Okay, so now let me tell you what I do because I don't like stuff sticking to my lasagna. Now you can put this in the oven without aluminum foil on it or some type of covering, but I prefer to put a covering on it because I need my food and my cheese to cook at the same rate. I don't want my cheese getting brown on top before the rest of the cheese has melted. Okay, so let me tell you what I do. I just take me a piece of aluminum foil, right, and I just hit it with a couple of these this non-stick spray. And then I put it up here, and I snug it around real tight, real tight. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. Yes. Now that is what I do with my leftover meat marinara sauce. Yes. All right. So I will come back to show you guys the finished product after it's done. All right, so it'll probably take about 20-25 minutes for the cheese to melt. I have my oven set on 350. I have my oven set on 350. Yes, I do. Let me see. All right, so I will be back. I will be back to show you guys the finished product. Okay? All right.